And Howard is the same, similar story. So what's your story, Howard?
Well, first I felt I had cramps in the leg, and it wound up, I had 95% blockage in the arteries in the left leg, 75 in the right leg. And this was in 98. And I lived with the thing like it was a Charlie horse all the time. And then in '01, in fact it was 9/11, I get a hold of the doctor. Well, first, my doctor said, he sent me to a vascular doctor. And when I called a vascular doctor, he said, you got I don't have any appointment for 3 months. So I looked in the booklet to see another vascular doctor, and it was Dr. Vitale in Glen Cove. So I called him, and the girl said, is it an emergency? I said, I don't know. I got 95% blockage in the one leg. He said, that's an emergency, come in tomorrow. So when I got there, he did a bypass from the thigh to the, well, from the thigh to the calf. He bypassed the knee. And that lasted, about 13 to 14 days. Dr. Committee felt the pulse of my leg and the foot. He said, your pulse is fine, you go home. So we went home. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my daughter telephones, Doctor, I don't like to look at my father's foot. It's white and it's numb. They rushed into emergency. That's when he went from the groin to the tip of the foot bypass. And that was toward the end of September, or the middle of September. Then I was all right. I was walking around on a crutch, on a cane. Then it wound up, I was in rehab, and social worker came over and said, I got good news for you. I said, what's that? Because your wife is being transferred to this hospital. So what, you're both in the same room? I said, I've been in the same room for 56 years. I don't have to be in the same room. So, all right, they put us in the same room. But she was all doped up. She was saying bugs on the wall, this, that, the other stuff. So anyway, winds up what's the name? She wound up with pneumonia.
They're not talk about you that much.
It's okay, take your time.
She wound up with pneumonia. And so she had to go to another hospital. Then my daughter wanted me home for Thanksgiving. So at the time I said, I can't go home, Mom's in the bed next to me. But when she got transferred, I got a pass and went home for Thanksgiving.
Is that when the bypass went bad?
Huh?
Is that when the new bypass went bad?
Yeah. Then when I got back, it was in the beginning of December. I was in the rehab and I telephoned Dr. Vitale. I said, Doctor, you have a problem. I said, what? My foot was psychic. It was when my daughter told you. It's white and it's numb.
So this is now after the second surgery, right? This is second.
This is the second bypass.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then he came and said, well, Howard, I did what I can. We have to amputate. We amputate tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. So we went below the knee. Then we came out of OR. Said, I don't like it. It didn't bleed enough. Said, we'll leave it sit for a while. 4 days later, the therapist said, doctor's no good.
So then
They went above the knee. He came out and he said, I love it. It bleds like crazy.
So that was your fourth surgery. That was fourth.
Yes.
So then what?
Then 3 times I had drainage in the groin.
Right. You had tubes. You had tubes. You had infections. You had wound infections, right?
Well, no, the infection was drainage coming out.
Yep.
So twice he took care of that. Then I had drainage again, and he gave me some dye. And I wound up, he sort of was going all across from the left groin to the right groin. So he had to open it up and drain it out.
So that was a total of how many surgeries altogether?
Yes, and then I go to him about every 9 months.
So you had a total of what, 6 surgeries for your legs?
Yes.
Right.
And he said that my circulation, my right leg, is the same as it was when I first went to him in '98.
Right. So that took
Yeah.
after the sixth one.
Yeah, well, before he did the bypass, he said, "Do you smoke?" I said, "No." He said, "Did you smoke?"
Well, how much did you smoke?
I said, "Yes, I did smoke." He says, "How long?" I said, "I smoked for nearly 50 years."
And how much did you smoke?
Then how much you smoke? About a pack and a half a day.
Right. And when they did the first surgery, you stopped smoking for how long?
Oh, I stopped 20 years before I did the first surgery.
He stopped smoking. But just because he stopped smoking, doesn't mean that you're not going to have complications.
The doctor
10,
said
20
you
years
did all the
later.
damage to you.
Right.
Your
Because it
arteries
damages
are
the
ready.
vessels,
He said,
damages
"But
the arteries.
being that you stopped, it helped your heart and your lungs."
Right.
And the reason I stopped, my brother went from 205 pounds to now 95 pounds of cancer. I said, "If I'm going to go, I don't want to go that way.
So
I'll go my way."
So what problems are you having now? What is the new problem?
Well, as you know, I got diabetes,
Right.
which you informed me a couple of months ago.
Right. And what did I ask you to do?
Go on a diet,
Right. Change what?
change my habit of eating.
Right.
And
Change how you're eating. Right?
yeah, it's what I'm eating.
Right.
And this is a watchdog.
Right. Well, you have support. Your daughter's your support. And you've been doing better. Because now your diabetes is controlled. You're on a small medication and you're eating better. Right?
Right?
Well,
And I don't know, you know how my cholesterol is, I don't know.
wow. You're on a lot of medications. How many medications are you on, Howard?
10?
10. Right. And
Well,
so-
I'm 10 in the morning, then I have 2 at night.
Right. Right. But for now, everything is controlled.
Yes.
Right?
And the only pain I have is once in a while, when I don't have the leg on, I feel pain right in the stomach.
Right.
The stomach would jump like this. And also right after the operation, I feel my foot itchy. I go like that. There's no foot
There's no foot.
scratch.
Right.
The phantom pains.
Yeah.
That's my story.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I had the blessing. I had colon cancer,
Sure did.
but you removed a fifth of my colon.
Right.
But I'm alive and kicking.
You're alive and kicking, right?
1 foot anyway.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. That was great. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Honestly, for coming here tonight. Thank you.